Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He's going to bring it out from deep. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
What a way to start a game. Coaches always talk about from the opening whistle being locked in and being loaded and being ready to go. Taking the opening kick back for a touchdown, man, it doesn't get better than that.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. On the move at the 30. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. The back goes in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw at Sanders. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice move, create some space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Horn. They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And the Buffaloes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Sanders. Coming after it. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And right down the middle. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the run. Low man wins, and he just smashed it. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Finds his big tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. The give on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Packlj.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, it must be so nice for this quarterback to know he doesn't got to be perfect with his throws. He's got dudes that can lay out and make catches like that.
It's almost as if he went into slow motion, just gliding through the air to make that catch. And the Buffaloes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end. Against man coverage, he's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Maffa. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Trying to run, it's Maffa. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The give to the tailback. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I think you run that ball on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
To the air, it's Sanders. Gonna let it fly. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
On third down, going up top. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 21, Clemson 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. That's why you had a big play.
Clemson is quick to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, looking again to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down.
Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here. Just be...
Hey, that's a live ball. How in the world did the offense retain possession? They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Motion from the offense. The give to the back. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Sanders. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel...
He's loose. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Williams.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the 4th. setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw at Sanders. Scrambling away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the line.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Colorado.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. After this, it'll be a wrap. Give to the running back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for